with severe disabilities being healed, where we have seen assistants being healed. And when I say being healed, and when I'm talking about Marie-Jo, who came to our community when she was 16 with a severe disability, could not walk, could not speak, had the use only of one arm. The healing is somewhere for her to discover that she is beautiful and that she can relate. So there's healing. This healing implies for us three elements: relationship, quality of relationship, a quality of belonging which is for freedom, but a real belonging where we are bonded in affection. And thirdly, spirituality. So I want to begin by relationship. But just before entering into this question of relationship, I just want to tell you a few examples. First of all, Janine. She came to us when she was 40. She had hemiplegia. She was epileptic. She had one arm paralyzed, one leg paralyzed. And she came because her mum had died and her sisters could not keep her. And she was furious. Sometimes people like to think L'Arche is a great place. But when we are asked to welcome someone who just hates it, life becomes interesting. She was extremely violent. She couldn't hit anyone, because if she did, she would have fallen down. But une rage, rage. Of course, when somebody is enraged, we have to reflect. If she's hitting somebody over the head with a saucepan, okay, we must stop it. But fundamentally, we must understand, because rage is a language. We have to understand rage, anger, violence. What is going on? And it was quite clear as we reflected together that Janine was angry about her body. She had lost gracefulness, if I use that expression. She was angry with her sisters. She was angry because she couldn't have children. So she had to express her anger. Then we had to understand it and help her to gradually discover that she was precious, that she was important for our community. We come back to that unconditional love. You are precious. You are someone. You are more beautiful than you dare believe. So we have to find the ways of saying that. And that mustn't be just a verbalization. You see, words and life must come together. Words without life mean nothing. It has to be life that reveals to Janine that she is precious. And to reveal, maybe never through words, but through gestures, that you're important. And I want to listen to you, to your story, and to your pain. So there was a gradual healing. She went through a second period of rage a little later on, because a moment came when she couldn't walk by herself. She had to be in a wheelchair. She became dependent. There the good old rage came back. she couldn't stand the idea of getting weak. She had worked through things to prove that she was someone, that she was loved, that she had a place in the community. But she had to go through a second period. And there again, it took time. Like all things, it takes time. And she discovered, which maybe many of us will have to learn to discover, that as we get weaker, it can bring people together. You know, I'm getting a little bit older. I'm 78, soon 79, and I'm told that after that you're 80. And, you know, I've been living in the same foyer now, same home for a long time. When I was 70, they got together and said, you must no longer do the washing up. That's super. You know, I used to be responsible, and then now they've become responsible for me. And then when I'm tired after lunch, they say, go and take your siesta. It's super. You know, as we get weaker, it can bring people together. So it's really beautiful to grow older. But as long as you have belonging. Because if you get older and you have no belonging, there's nobody to say, I'm with you in your weakness. So weakness is something that can bring us together. It becomes the cement of friendship, the cement of community. I need you. And I love you. It brings us together. Not any weakness, but the fragility of life. Patrick, our psychiatrist, when I asked him, what for you is human maturity? He said, tenderness. Tenderness. And tenderness is a quality of listening. It's a gentleness. It's helping people to express themselves without fear. It's about a touch which doesn't possess, but which gives security. It's a touch which reveals to the other, you are precious and you are important. I want to say a word also about a young woman who came to see me, and she said, I'm severely mentally sick, but I'm happy. I said, can you tell me more? And she said, yes. She said, I was very angry with my sickness. And then I discovered a psychiatrist who really understood me and helped me to discover that I am not my mental sickness. And I don't want to be identified with my mental sickness. There's my sickness and my person. And my person, the psychiatrist revealed to me that my person was precious and was important. So she said, I have suffered, but I'm learning to live with it. The question of medication, the question of what stimulates moments of difficulty, I don't go. But she had gone through that period. It's always a question of transformation. From being controlled by fear and anger to discover our real person. That's what Janine had discovered, a real person.